Welcome to Bill Doobie Camper. Today we're doing a little different. This is just a quick video that we're doing live here so that we can talk about camp pillows, air pillows for camping. Used to be my tried and true air pillow for camping here. This was my Wellax. Here's where I tried to repair it because it sprung a leak last time I was here. Last time I was out camping. It would inflate. Only takes one or two breaths to inflate one of these things. That's one breath. But the problem was it didn't hold air. And this is where it was leaking from, or so I thought. But I think the material itself might have gone bad. So I decided to do a little bit more research because I did a patch and the patch didn't last. So we have about care, and I went to Google, which is one of my favorites, and I am on their Search Labs AI overview because I like to try out new Google products. And it says all sorts of things about cleaning, to close the valve, to prevent water from getting inside. That makes sense. I do that. You can wash the pillow by hand in mild soap and detergent mixture. I haven't ever washed mine, but I think I'm going to start doing that. If the pillow has fabric or polyester cover, remove it before washing. I can't really remove the cover on this. Dry it separately. After washing, rinse the pillow with clean water and squeeze out excess water. Hang the pillow to air dry completely before storing. Now, the storing is a key thing, and I'm going to show you something here real quick. This is the bag that I've been storing, and it's a little itty-bitty bag when you compare it to the pillow. So you smudge up the pillow really small, and this is the way I have been storing. And I think I'm going to switch the way that I have been storing to how I do it in the future, which is, we hang dry the pillow. Do not put the pillow in a machine dryer. That'll destroy the thing. Storing the air pillow, I think, is one of the interesting things. And this is where I really think that the AI just hit the problem right on the head, like nail on the head. Store the air pillow in a cool, dry place, either flat, on a hanger, or loosely rolled up. Leave the valves open, which I've never done, to prevent trapped moisture, and avoid storing the pillow in an airtight tub, such as this can weaken the coating. Now, I haven't been storing it in an airtight tub, but I have been leaving this pillow all smunched up. Now, the other thing is with deflating this one does not have a new modern valve. They've changed the valve design on these. And the way that I release air on this, there's just one way. You have to push this valve in, and it doesn't hold down because it comes right back out. So I have to hold it and depress it at the same time. That's the way the old pillow would deflate. Now, with the way design on this valve, there's no way to leave the valve open. And then I would roll it up real small and then put it in this Wellax bag. Now, what I could have done, like they said, is lie it flat and just leave it like that. And that's what I'm going to do with my new air pillow, which I have stored here, but I'm going to unstore it right now because this one's also stored in a small bag. And this one is by Trekology. I like this little pillow. Now, this one is my replacement pillow that I ordered while I was on the run because I was out on a trip and I noticed that I was having my problem. And luckily I could get the phone, and my next stop was at my daughter's house, which is where I had this drop ship to. Now, notice this is a little bit bigger than the Wellax. Wellax Trekology. To inflate the Trekology, and also even though they look the same, the valves are different on these two. Okay, here's the Wellax, here's Trekology. Now with the Trekology, it's really kind of really cool, neat. What you do is you can inflate just straight in, I think, if I remember correctly. Which is no different than the Wellax. However, this valve is a two-way valve. It'll work one way and then it'll work the other way. Now what we can do to deflate this is I just simply press it down and hold it until it clicks. And then I can just push all the air out. Click out, push all the air out, and that's it. Hey, Miss Virginia, great to see you in here. And this is how you can deflate your pillow. And I will wash this when it gets dirty. And from now on, I'm just going to store this flat rather than rolling it. Maybe when I travel, I'm going to roll it down small. But when it's at home being stored, I'm going to just leave it nice and flat. Let the valve so that it's letting air out and just leave it like that. Now here's the storing and repairing. If your pillow has a valve that's clogged with dirt or debris, you can try replacing it. For air bladder leaks, you can try to patch the punctures with a product like Tenacious Tape. Now what I did with this one here, the Wellax, I didn't use Tenacious Tape because I didn't read about Tenacious Tape yet. But I did use Shoe Goo, which just about repair just about anything. And this one patch right here worked well, but I probably have a bazillion little holes in this because this is not a brand new pillow. I've had this for a couple of years, and it was, hey, Matt, great to see you in here. I'm just talking about pillows and the problem that I had. I love these little air pillows, and I think what the problem is with these, and I don't know, Matt, if you've ever used them, is that they give you such a small storage bag with these. Of course, it looks smaller if you pull it away from the camera. And when you roll and smudge them up, I think you're actually not helping it any. Whereas the AI, which I consulted, said to let it lie flat and let all the air out, and also to leave the valve open, which is something I'm going to do in the future. And it's just as simple as that. And have you tried out those hot lips yet, Matt? I for people that don't know what the hot lips are, Snow Peak hot lips are lips that will fit right onto a regular camp mug, right on the edge, because you get a stainless steel camp mug and you put hot steaming just off the fire hot water in there, and if you try to drink straight out of the camp mug, you're going to burn your lips. And that's what they are. And that's pretty much it. Just if anybody's got any questions, this one here is the new Trekology camp pillow, air pillow. One thing that I really like about it is the newly designed valve on this, because it will, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's actually the valve, the two-way valve, let air in, let air out. And I really like that let air out, because the other way you have to like hold the valve. With my old one, you had to hold the valve and press out at the same time. You could never get it all out of there. And if anybody else is looking for some on another camp thing, these are Crocs. I called them shower skates because they were very slippery. And unfortunately, I've only had them like about three years, and they've already broken. I tried repairing them with shoe goo, but it just didn't hold. So they're trash. Oh, probably doesn't help to wad it. Yes, exactly. Haven't tried the lips yet, Bill. Probably get a chance this weekend. And and by the way, I'm sorry to hear about you losing your video. What happened? Did you like lose the chip out of your camera, or what? It was. Thank you for Virginia for the liking the thumbnail, pretty in green. And or electric, or if our electric goes out because all hurricane aftermath heading our way. I have a feeling though, even up in Ohio, oh yeah, you guys got tornadoes not too long ago too. So you will, I button up for the hurricane aftermath. How was your garden? How did your garden go this year? And are you seeing some big 10-pointers out there, or 8-pointers? Because I know you're getting those deer all nice and well fed for harvest time. Hit record when I do that too. I can't count the number of times when especially because I've switched over to video camera. This is one of the ones that I like. This is my Canon Vixia, although this is not my favorite because this one doesn't have threading for the mount on the Canon, but I can't count the number of times where you click in and I don't check a lot of the times to make sure that. All right, let's see if it even turn on. My battery's probably dead. Yep, dead. But I don't make sure that little light is on, and you're going along, and no video. And the other thing was when I went to Agua Caliente and I was camping, and I go, oh, well, I'm here and I'm staying 4 nights, and I'm going, well, I'm going to have a camera-free day. Matt, I saw so many things I could have taken pictures of with my video camera, but I was lucky I still had my phone. So I pulled out my phone, and here's what I had to take pictures of. And I kid you not, I came within 30 yards of a fully grown, what do they call them? Bighorn sheep. And this ram was huge. Needless to say, when he looked at me and I looked at him, I went across the street to the other side and filmed, because it was a pretty wild experience. We had drought gardens. Oh no, big bucks in the area. Ooh, I hope you get a 10-pointer this year. Or don't they sometimes get 12 pointers, or is 10 as high as they go? Because I want to see you out there with that bow and just. I did get a bow, and I haven't shot it for quite a while. I bought a Magnum, and that was kind of nice. Sheep are cool. We don't have them. Yeah, it was really cool. The flock of the sheep, I don't even know why they call bighorn sheep, because they look more like goats to me. But the flock was around between 15 and 20 sheep. There were 3 juvenile rams, I don't know how many ewes, and a whole bunch of little itty bitty babies. They were all over the place. It was pretty crazy, wild. And like I said, this is the Trekology. This is nice too, because this obviously will make it so that you could put it around a camping mattress so that it won't fall off. A lot of people, and I was surprised with this one, because I've had it for a couple of years, but I never had trouble with falling off the pillow, probably because I underinflate these and use them like a chiropractic pillow. They do go above 10, but don't get that way by going near hunters. Yeah, no kidding. That's when you get the salt lick and the sugar lumps and the garden and electric fence to keep them where they're supposed to be. But we never do that. Actually, I've never actually been hunting deer. And most of the reason was, one, I don't know how to field dress a deer. And 2, I don't know how to field dress a deer. I was pretty confident when I was younger that I could probably shoot one and get it. But I didn't know, and I wasn't experienced. And you really need to be experienced to go hunting. And Matt, you're an experienced guy. You know what you're doing. Me, I don't know at all. Now it's getting towards that time of year when is the deer season open anyways, Matt? And if anybody has any questions, for example, I think I picked up this Trekology for under $20 delivered, which is kind of nice. The other thing that I like about it is it's got a textured back, which is designed so that it doesn't slip as much. And it comes in many colors. I think I probably should have gotten orange because that'll stand out even more, but I'm partial to green and partial to this type of green more than this type of green because this one will stand out more, whereas this one will blend in with a mossy. And this was just going to be a quick overview of why you should be doing this with your camp pillows, which is proper cleaning, mild soap and water. They say that dish soap works pretty good, pretty well. And then storing. Storing is a big thing. Rather than storing it in the bag provided, which is always a lot smaller than the bag, and scrunching them up, to take it and lay it flat. You probably got a suitcase somewhere, or you could even roll it in with your sleeping bag. But if you got a sleeping bag that can also be smunched up real small, like a down bag, probably best to just lie it flat on a box or something. Then with repairing, there is the special tape that they were talking about here, Tenacious tape. Never even heard of it. Matt probably has. And that can be used to repair your air mattress and protecting air mattress, your pillow. You know, air mattresses also can run into the same problem as these, except I'm not about to take my air mattress and have that basically laying flat because that would take up a lot of space. So I do roll it up. And protecting to keep your pillow from sliding, you can use a buff, pad and strap, and slide the pillow into the buff. I guess buff is the same thing as a pillowcase. And then run the pad strap through the inside of the buff and tie it down together. Or you could buy a pillow like this that already has a strap on it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for the replay crew. This was just a quick public service announcement about camping with air pillows. Obviously, if you're bringing a foam pillow or a down pillow or any other kind of pillow, you're just going to have to deal with a bigger bulk, but you're not going to run into the problem of losing air. Love you all. Bye-bye.